Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. So thanks for joining. Thanks for showing up. Big shout out to Silver, Day, and Yazin. You guys are here every time we get started. So appreciate that. And thanks for your support. And thanks to you for continuing to support the Zebec project. BTM Crypto News Network. Let's go. XRP Army. Thank all the Zebecians or Zebecians. Somebody told me it's Zebec, not Zebec, which is weird, but whatever. Um, let's go, family. We will soon be at the finish line. May God bless you all. Thank you, Yazin. Silver Days, what's up? I'm not surprised. Hazel eyes, green, gray. Okay. What are you not surprised about? But so what is this? Let's start the screen share. Let me see what we can see. Let me see here. What is going on? Okay. So if we see here on the screen share, this is the crypto news network. Let's check the bubbles. So currently, ZBN is down to 2.9. When I first looked at this, it was up. But will the Fed leaving the interest rate unchanged affect ZBEC? That'll be a big no. We don't need the stinking Fed and their stupid interest rate and Jerome Powell and his uh plot to crash the economy, right? We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep pulling and continuing to sell, right? They're never going to get rate. They're never going to cut interest rates. You might be right, Peter. I'm beginning to think that too, because it's been, I think I saw something where it is 8 consecutive meetings. He didn't cut the interest rate. What up, ZBEC guys? We will see XRP numbers in time. Somebody said too, Zebec, ZBCN will flip XRP. So I don't know what you guys think about that as well. But yeah, guys, we don't need no freaking Fed. We don't need no freaking uh interest rate cut. You can see here we're still up 2.3%, up zero point 0.5 in the hour. We were up 0.6 or 6.5. So I don't know if there's some manipulation going on or if things are just slowing down. Because I don't know why we would get out so fast to slow down. It's kind of weird. Was being sour. They will eventually cut the rate. I'm joking. No, 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 because it would have made sense to cut the rate now, right? A small percentage point. I'm not saying cut it 3 whole points, but you could have threw a point 0.5 in. I think he mentioned something about the what did he say? Unemployment numbers or employment numbers or some crap. Hey, bro, if you don't want to cut the interest rate, just don't cut the interest rate. It's part of the deep state. Powell is part of the deep state, just like Fauci was working against the Trump administration. Music is life. Um, I don't know, but if Powell's part of the deep state, didn't Trump put him in office or Trump appointed him? I don't know what's going on, guys. But let's look at the numbers and get into it. He mentioned point 0.2. He's mentioned 0.2%, I believe. Okay, so Prime's up 12.2, Metal's up 3.2, CFX is up 1.2, Peanuts up 0.8, Hex is up 5.6, FTT is up 8.1, Brett is up 3.1, Litecoin's up 0.8, ZBCN, Zebec Network is up 2.2, and Snake is up 0.2. Like I told you guys in the past, pay attention to the stuff that is green on red days, because that means on green days it's going to pump even harder. And you can see our beloved Zebec ZBCN is up 2%, and it was up 6%. So I don't know why it came down, other than maybe people are selling. I don't know why they would sell, but maybe somebody's selling to keep the price down. But let me know what you guys think about that. And also, currently we're over 78,000 holders. So you can see here, last 4 hours, we got 106, 12 hours, 165 for the day, 336 the last 3 days, 1,317 for the week, last 7 days, 2,021, 14 days, 3,114. And for the month, we're up 3,618. So it appears that the momentum is coming back to the project, right? We were down, and now we are starting to build volume. Like you can clearly see here, the volume is now returning to the project. If not now, maybe when school starts, students need loans and cars and things. Fed can view that as an investment. I think the Fed cares, bro. People are losing their houses left and right. If that didn't prompt them to cut the rate, I don't think kids going back to school is going to do much. I think this guy is literally trying to crash the economy from not having the experience he needed when he came on and continuing to think he knows everything about the economy. And clearly, something's missing here. So this is the solo scan 78,024. What do we have? 78,000 period. Try to see what if this updated to 78,000 and some change. Okay, 78,054. So we picked up 54. So these numbers went up. Did they? They did not. Actually, that's weird. Let's see here. We're at the 0053. Can't fade to 5, guys. We're finally to 5 and pushing hard. Um, market cap is 472.6 mil won, 1.9%. 24-hour trading volume is 42 million, down 45% on the daily trading. You're right. You're right. Yeah. No problem, Peter. Let me see. Where were we? Looking at this. Okay. Close this guy out. If it closes, I'm not sure what's going on here today. So browser's frozen. Some point. There we go. So it closed. Currently we are up 0.28%, up 4.2.4 on the day, 40.4 in the week, 55.1 in a month, 323 in the last 90 days, and for the year, 358.3. So I guess we'll close the bubbles out. I don't know if it's slowing us down or not, but let's play this quick little video I seen earlier. And I guess we'll go back to X.
Zebec Network Coin just unlocked a new level of real-world utility, and it's doing it one swipe at a time. This isn't your typical crypto pump. ZBCN didn't just move because of charts, it moved because it became useful. After breaking through resistance at just over 0.4 of a cent, ZBCN spiked to nearly 20%. But that's not the whole story. Here's what's really going on. Octaspace completed its integration with Zebec. Now, Octa tokens can be used through Zebec debit cards at more than 15 million merchants around the world. Picture this. It's like turning your tokens into a working debit card that you can use that Starbucks, Target, or Amazon. It's not just digital money.
That's weird. Pausing on a dang live. I mean, short. I don't know why this is happening. 'Cause it wasn't doing this earlier. So maybe this will come back. If not, we're gonna keep it pushing. How the frick did this?
Zebec Network Coin just unlocked a new level of real-world utility, and it's doing it one swipe at a time. This isn't your typical crypto pump. ZBCN didn't just move because of charts, it moved because it became useful. After breaking through resistance at just over 0.4 of a cent, ZBCN spiked nearly 20%. But that's not the whole story. Here's what's really going on. Octaspace completed its integration with Zebec. Now, Octa tokens can be used through
Weird. I haven't had this problem in a long time. I don't know what's going on.
Zebec debit cards at more than 15 million merchants around the world. Picture this. It's like turning your tokens into a working
We're gonna forget that 'cause this is crazy. We're dang short. So we're going over to X and we've seen this
ago.
video
That
already.
figure.
And this is who's that handsome guy? Um Thank you for sharing. IMO Zebec will be a top 20 crypto market cap sooner than later. ZBCN 475 market cap, 17x is 9 cents to reach USDE 88 billion market cap. 57x 30 cent to reach Cardano 27 billion market cap. Note current crypto market cap 3.5 trillion. Expectations expectations to grow by multiples. All right. Thanks, Pod TV. So this is this actual what is this? Zebec crypto startup aiming to transform how money moves on the blockchain. Just nab a $15 million Series A that includes Solana Ventures, uh, Coinbase, and Circle Ventures. What is this article? Is this an old article? I'm not even sure what a Series A is. Let me know in the comments. This is now you hold Zebec ZBCN, not financial advice. Do your own research. And I can contest, I did drop a lot of my meme coins to get in Zebec because Zebec is cool. Casper is fine, but I put a bag in the Zebec at 17 cents. A bag. But yeah. No, I got Casper, but I've been selling Cas by Zebec. One is cheaper, and Casper is gonna slowly push. Right, Zebec is about to explode. Circle, Zebec, and I guess that's FICERB, FIC. On the article up, Zebec is signaling a powerful bullish reversal on the daily time frame. Break out of the classic falling wedge. After trading within a falling wedge pattern, Zebec has achieved a clean breakout and is currently retesting support around. There's no way. What is this? What is he talking about? These numbers aren't even right. I don't understand what's going on here. What is this? 005. But where he get all these zeros from? I don't know. I didn't even read that, but definitely we're testing a leg up. So this is Brew. See what Brew was
and
talking about.
cards solutions alongside industry leaders. Zebec will be exhibiting its next gen global payroll and cards solutions alongside industry leaders like Circle. Okay. Of course, they mentioned Circle. We've diagrammed so many times to you guys why Circle and Zebec are connected. For anybody that's new, Jim Breyer, who's like one of the first investors in Circle, his company Breyer Capital is also a lead investor in Zebec. So when the COO Simon Babakani says in Spaces that as goes Circle, as goes Zebec, that's probably a reason why, right? We're ready to connect on the future of payments, securities, cash management, and trade. Come say hello. Okay, so very, very cool there. Zebec will be exhibiting its next gen global payroll.
So shout out to Black Brew. Circle NZ connection runs deep with sharing shared investors and a vision of a future of payments. As goes Circle, goes Zebec, a segment that speaks volume. What does this partnership mean for the future of finance? So this is ZBCN is going to 007 before retouching the 005, isn't it? All aboard. I think it is going to push up. You're right, Peter. Nothing stops Zebec. Has too much diesel. And this is, of course, 75K holders we just hit. And we actually hit the 75K holders extremely fast, right? This was way faster than I thought it would. Mr. 5-6, 3 cents coming in August. Let's go. I was thinking at least a penny, maybe 2 pennies by the end or mid September. But let me know what you guys think. And of course, that was also the 78K announcement. So this is number one crypto OG family after dark. Let's go. Why is this just spinning?
I do not want to see it go shine. I need to give up on there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the web today. This is exciting news. Coinbase is actively testing ZBEX network, getting ready for a listing. If you don't know ZBEX network, now would be a perfect time to load up. It is inevitable. It will be listed. Then pay it forward and tell 5 friends what you learned. Coinbase enters technical integration phase with ZBEX Network. Big news for ZBEX Network fans. Coinbase is officially holding ZBEX in their wallet, signaling they reached a technical integration phase, step 3, on their listing process. This is major milestone. Coinbase is actually actively testing ZBCN to ensure it integrates seamlessly with their systems, a critical step before any potential listing. This shows they're moving beyond initial research and are serious about preparing to handle ZBCN on their platform. And that's a good question. Has anybody heard anything about the super app? Because I suspect Coinbase will list list when they release the super app. Coinbase and Binance should have already been listed. This is BS. You are right, Mr. 5-6. Um, What does this mean? ZBEC Network is now in the later stages of the process, having likely passed Coinbase initial interest and due diligence checks. Setting up a wallet for testing tokens is no small feat. It is a clear sign of progress. Yes, and these guys are dragging their feet, but these guys are trying to buy up as much as possible. Don't let the articles fool you. This is about greed. This isn't about auditing. This isn't about updates. This isn't about testing no freaking wallet. These guys want to get as much as they can before they list it because they know, like we know, when they do list it, this price is going to shoot out the frame, right? So these guys know when they list it, they better have as much as they can and some, because if they don't, they would lose out. So we will see. What is this? ZBEC has rising sales signals. Are you ready? It's weird. Wonder what this. My training view doesn't give me all of this. What the freak, man? ZBIC, Brazil owns crypto no pick is live with custom crypto no pick debit card. Load your stable coins and spend anywhere MasterCard is accepted. Protecting your purchasing power amidst BRL devaluation. With ZBEC getting all these credit cards on board, I mean, it makes sense if these guys are going to take off, right? Everything is slowly getting in place for ZBEC to be very successful. And you also saw, and I don't know if you've noticed this or not, the fudders have slowed down, right? The people fudding ZBEC. I haven't been seeing all those weird comments and all those weird what is that? All those weird comments and all those people talking so much FUD about Zebek. So let me know what you guys think. That means they're worried, right? Or the fudders bought in and now they shut up. I don't know. ZBCN market updates, current price 0.053, 0.05363 to 3.7%, 24 hours. 30 to 38 7-day volume, 44 mil won. Deal 24% off all-time high to 007 from May 30th. Bull setup confirmed after a bounce from the 002 to reclaim the 004. And now we're at the 5. Like it's a 5. Lock to token integrated boost utility. ZBEC card now supports 15 chains, bro. 15 chains plus Circle plus MasterCard, Visa plus XRP. There is too much involved in ZBIC to pull a freaking rug pull or to not be successful, guys. There's too many people that have invested in this ZBCN, right? It's almost at the point where it's getting too big to fail. Technical RSI reached 70, MACD bullish momentum. Forecast CoinX says pull back to the 0038. Other project, the 006 or the 007 range by the end of 2025. Where do they get these numbers from? By the end of 2025. I don't know. The tariffs kick in, I guess the first is Friday, right? I'm not sure if you guys have been following that. Uh, bull case sustained at the 005. Rally likely to 006 or 007. Something that freaking makes sense. Watch the zones well supported above the 004. Dip buy near the 0051 and the 0052. bear case breakdown, the 00 below the 004, retest towards the 0038. Buy the dip or ride the breakout. Buy the dip, eat the dip. Notice how we remain unaffected by virtually any news. That's a good point. Who is this? Creative country, creative control. He's right. Right. Whatever happens, Zebec has been holding. You know why? Because you guys continue to hold Zebec. Right. That's why we haven't been affected by news. That's why the Fed can't bring us down. That's why the Fed is still playing with the interest rate. Cannot bring Zebec down. So this is this part one circle FIS and the silent onboarding stablecoin into the financial core. Where's FX? January 28th, the press release loaded quietly circle the issuer of the USDC stablecoin has partnered with FIS, the largest financial infrastructure provider in the US. I know they ain't talking about FileCert. I know FIS is not FileCert. The largest financial infrastructure provider in the US to enable digital dollars into the heart of the traditional money movement. No sweeping declarations, no media blitz, just a precise move made down within the plumbing of banking. And I also wanted to point that out. They're not talking much about Zebec. And I've been telling you guys, I've been trying to preach to you, trying to get you into the gospel of Zebec. But actually, when there's a big financial move, they don't tell you about it, right? They set it up, then they implement it, then they talk about it. So if something big's happening with Zebec, like it already has, right? They didn't say anything until after, right? Like if Coinbase listed, they're going to list and then they're going to tell you the listing's coming, right? Or they're going to make the updates and they're going to tell you it's coming. They're not going to talk about it as they're working on it. Just when the time is right, they'll make the announcement. But nobody's watching closely, understood what was happening. Stable coins weren't just skirting around legacy rails anymore. They are being invited in. The FIS conduct, power, and silence. To understand the magnitude of this partnership, one needs to understand FIS not for what it says, but for what it moves. The company is invisible to the average consumer, but it powers over 20,000 financial institutions and pushes more than 40 trillion in money annually. The real product isn't software, it's trust. FIC's money movement hub, MMH, acts as the central router for every banking rail that matters. FedWeb, HCH, and the real-time payment RTP networks operated by the clearinghouse bank. Historically, this has meant connecting to traditional dollar to traditional destinations. So if this has anything to do with the clearinghouse, bro, the Beckians, lend me your ear. If they're talking about integrating anything with the clearinghouse, which is the Fedwire, which are wire transfers, HCA, which are your check payments, anything that comes from your bank, your check, or anything you put your checking and routing number in and it pulls from your account is using a HCA payment. If these guys are getting involved in anything to do with real-time payments, ACH, or Fedwire, bro, pack your bags. We're going on a trip. We are going on a trip. We are going shopping, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. We are, yes, Mr. or Mrs. Music is Life, the serious green candle, right? One massive green candle. If this is doing what they say it's going to do and could possibly do, Zebec is going to change the game, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, cats and dogs, Zebecians and sailors. But the Circle partnership, USDC, was added to H MMH stack tokenized dollars issued on the blockchain rails become natively available to any bank plugged into, that's exactly, into the FIS framework. So I was talking about earlier, right? Once you get inside the framework, you can do anything these guys are doing, right? Anything. In other words, if a bank uses FIS, and most do, it can send and receive USDC using the same interfaces it already uses for wires or ACH. So again, if they're able to tap into this and they're able to use the wires and ACH, that is one step closer for Zebec to take over, right? If Zebec is already using um, these rails and Circle is using Zebec for their rails, it's only a matter of time before we see institutional investors buying up Zebec like it's candy in a candy store, bro. Like it's the hard candy, the sweet stuff, the stuff that takes your teeth away, right? Taking it right out of the candy store. Core system overhaul, no core system overhaul, no blockchain engineering team required, just a toggle in the back end. And digital dollars are live. This is not a pilot. This is a deployment at scale. Why isn't this just another stablecoin announcement? Crypto world. Crypto world is no stranger to partnerships. Most come with big promises and little follow through. What sets this deal apart is the architecture. Circle's USDC is already regulated, tested, and integrated into the compliance workflow banks require. By embedding into the MMH, Circle essentially turned USDC into a plug and play module for banks. From a regulatory and operational perspective, USDC now behaves just like fiat, except it moves faster, settle instantly, and includes structured data via ISO 20022. And why do we keep hearing about the same things, guys? The USDC being just like fiat, but faster in instant settlement, structured data, ISO 20022. Who else do we know that's working on their ISO 20022 compliance? One, and who else is partnered with Circle? Two, and who else is using USDC? Don't all answer at once, guys. The last point is key. ISO 20022 isn't a blockchain standard. It's a banking one, but it also a unifying language that allows legacy financial system to communicate with next generation of digital assets. USDC speaks the language, so does Ripple, RLUSD, so does RTP and Swift Rails, and now so does the bank that uses FIC. So as FIC is working with Zebec, a change is going to come, my friends. A change is on the way. This isn't just integration, it is a convergence. Either WorldPay, the merchant rail behind the surface. FIS isn't just a bank interface giant. In 2019, acquired WorldPay for 43 billion, making one of the largest merchant payment processors in the world. Why FIC routes institutional flows between banks. WorldPay handles front end or front facing rails, credit card acceptance, merchant crypto onboarded, point of sale integration, and stablecoin settlements. In 2019, FIS spun out WorldPay again, part of a strategic realignment, but the relationship remains tight. WorldPay still uses FIC backend, and FIC still depends on WorldPay for merchant visibility. What matters here is not ownership, it is collaboration. And in March 2024, the collaboration came into clearer focus. The Ross Redmond signal, WorldPay knows exactly what Zebec ZBCN is. I was wondering if it's going to talk about Zebec. This is a lot. We ain't even got to Zebec yet. That's right, player. Connect the dots. Things are getting excited. Yes, sir, Jose. We are early to the party, my friends. And things are starting to get spooky. Something is definitely big in the works that these guys have not let on. But let me know what you guys think. So, as moving forward, the interesting, we're finally getting to the meat and potatoes, guys. We're finally at the steak. March 2024, Ross Freeman, a business development manager for crypto at Web3 at WorldPay, appeared on Zebec's Network Future Money interview series. Tone was candid, but the subtext was surgical. Did anybody catch that? 2024 had been last March. Zebec Future of Money interview, because I did not, and I'm probably going to go back and find it if we can find it. Because I don't even know how you find that. But yeah, that would be nice to find. If we can find that, that would be awesome. He said he had been active in crypto for years, supporting card-based crypto purchases, stablecoin settlement, and global acquiring infrastructure across 140 countries. No bravado, just facts. Then came the kicker. Solano Maxi. Uh-oh. I think we know these guys. Freeman said with a smirk, and I love what Zebec is doing, especially their streaming payroll and programmable payment model. This was in March 2024. These guys are talking about it. So, with that being said, was the moment that rippled through the industry. Even only a few caught it because Zebec, a relatively under the radar protocol, isn't just building wallets or DeFi apps, it's building logical rails. Here to take a screenshot. Because Zebec's relatively under the radar protocol, dang it, I want to save that though. Save that for later. What is this? Sorry about that. Just wanted to make this save real quick. Name. I don't know. Freak. Just want to get a screenshot of this. Look at the whole thing. That's cool. So, back to business. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's building logical rails. The layer that sits on top of the asset like ZBCN, it sits on top of the asset like USDC or RLUSD programs, what to do with them in real time per second, per contract, per event. That Freeman called out publicly. It's called and called it by its name, not what was a random endorsement. It was a breadcrumb. So let me run it back to you guys. Let me run it back for the people in the back. Zebec or Zebec or ZBCN is building rails. So I'm not sure if you guys understand what the rail means. The rail is the actual code base project mechanism feature that actually moves the USDC or Ripple RLUSD, right? So it's the actual mechanism, the engine, the car that actually moves, right? Think of USDC as a car, RLUSD as a truck, and ZBIC as the highway they're driving on, right? If they're going from Dallas to Houston, right, in a Corvette and a GMC Yukon, the road would be the interstate, right? So that would be the rail. So with the car, it doesn't matter how fancy the car is or how big it is, it still needs the road, which is the rails. All-time high incoming. Zebec. Your thoughts on the price of ZBEC by December 15 cents, my guy. I'm thinking more of 50 cents, maybe a dollar. Might be bullish, but if we hit 2 cents by the end of August, we're going to be well over 15 cents by the end of the year. So I don't know what this guy's doing or if they're trying to just crush the economy. But a lot of people don't realize there is a restructuring going on. There's a restructuring going on of the global economy, right? So for the restructuring to be built, you have to switch over. So things have got to get crazy so they can make the switch without people going berserk, right? And burning everything down. With FIS, enabling token dollars across the interbank settlement rail and WorldPay, enabling them across merchant rails, the last mile becomes distribution. Payroll, treasury, streaming cash flow. This is where ZBIC's infrastructure becomes more than relevant, it becomes necessary. ZBIC's flagship product, WageLink, allows employers to stream wages to employees in real time. Instead of a bi-weekly paycheck, an employee can receive their earning continuously directly into a digital wallet, whether it's denominated in fiat, USDC, or even Ripple, RLUSD, it doesn't matter. Like I was saying, it's the highway. No matter what car you're in, the highway still gets you there, right? You're still going to get to your destination on the highway, which is the rail system. ZBIC can support all three. ZBIC Network and WorldPay are not yet partners, or there has been no announcement, but IS and Circle are now partners. What the freak? I'm sorry. All right, what is F? What is FI? What the freak? I think it is Fiserv. Fidelity National Information Services? I don't know. I was thinking it was, no, it's this guy. What is this guy? What is this? What is this? Hello. Come on. You can do it. Come on. So it is Fidelity. Trade name FIS Financial Services, Jacksonville, Florida. Also sold worldwide. Fidelity National Information Services. American multinational corporation, which offers a wide range of financial products and services. FIS, mostly known for the development of financial technology or fintech. Annually, FIS moves more than 9 trillion through processing and approximately 75 billion transactions and service to more than 20,000 clients across the globe. FIS was ranked the second in fintech forward in 2016 after acquiring WorldPay for 36 billion in Q3 of 2019. FIS became the largest processing and payments company in the world. I need to call these guys about a job, bro. Look at the chart now. We broke the 5-5. No way we broke the 5-5. No, we did break the 5-5, up 5%. Thank you. Music is light. We broke the 5-5. So I guess we can't say Lakers in 5 no more. We did break the 5-5. I want to go to TradingView, but I want to see what our holder numbers are. Are the holder numbers coming up? Weird. And the holders are getting so much today. Well, let's see here. You're right. This was my little signal because we were down here earlier. What is that? 2 o'clock? 15, 14, 2 o'clock. Came down, came back up. Looked like on the 5 minute, we're at the 0055. And the RSI is coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, I think there will be a party tonight. I think we should break out the candles. So that is RSI is 73.6. RSI base moving average is 57. Also, there's supposed to be the what is that? The super app comes out tomorrow, right? The 31st, if I'm mistaken. Is that right? Red candles on the 15-minute chart, and we're building volume RSI 65.7. Where we were here. Mm, Check the 45-minute chart. A nice big green candle. We're literally just talking about that. That's weird. Up to the 005. We're building volume still. RSI is coming up on the 45-minute. Check the 2 hour. Couple green candles. Volume is coming up. RSI is 65.9. And the 4 hour chart shows 2 green candles and the volume building and the MACD. Where is the MACD? MACD close but not crossing. And the RSI continues to roll up. Yes, Mr. Foster, we are live. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, we don't even need the stinking Federal Reserve. You can keep your little funky interest rate cut. Ow. Um, last hour up 3.8%. Something's going on, guys. 4.1 in the last hour, 5.3 in the last 24 hours. I suspect we are getting ready to take off. Put your tray tables in the upright position and buckle your seatbelts. We are about to get on the ride, my friends. Up 4.3%, 5 in the last 24 hours. The ride is starting, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. You ready to read this? Where were we? ZBIC's flagship product, wage link. No, we didn't talk about. Then there's PayBridge, ZBIC's B2B and enterprise disbursement tool. It connects traditional APIs, stablecoin contracts, in programmable events. It can send funds by minute or split uh, disbursement into taxes, savings, and consumption wallets before the money ever lands. These aren't experimental projects, they are live. And they are ready to build infrastructure like Fidelity. See, dang, how long is this article, bro? Keeps going on and on and on. See, what is this? It's true. Bank of America sits at the convergence point of two increasing interwoven systems. FIS plus Circle plus USDC for domestic flows. RippleNet RLUSD plus RXP for international liquidity. In both cases, ZBIC is positioned as the programmable logic layer above them, but there hasn't been any announcement yet. But it is just a matter of time. It's not coincidence. It's quiet, but a deliberate alignment. So I told you guys, these kind of things they keep quiet on purpose, right? They don't want you looking at it until it's done, and you've missed out on investing because you spent all summer flooding ZBEC, and now look at you. Wait, thing says we broke the six. No way we broke the six. Are we breaking? Are we at the six? Because if we're at the six, we're going to hit the all-time high soon, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, cats and dogs. Are we breaking the six? Did we break the six? Yeah, my phone said we broke the six. Didn't broke the six. Look at the 5-minute chart. Did we break the six? Did we break the six? 006? No, that's weird. My phone said it broke the six. Let's move our little line up to six here. See if we broke the six. I don't think we broke the six though. You're getting fading to five. We are looking for the six. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. Have we broken over the five onto the six? It's the six. Definitely hadn't broke the six. Why does this thing say we're at the six? Why does my phone say we broke the six? That's weird. I don't know. I don't see we broke the six yet. So maybe that is just wishful thinking. Back to the article. Final thoughts. Partnership between Circle and FIS doesn't just unlock stablecoin access, it rewired the financial nervous system. What we're seeing isn't the collapse of the traditional finance, but it's the absorption of blockchain efficiency. It's no longer a question of if the banks will adopt stablecoins already happened beneath the headlines inside the APIs through pipes no one noticed until the flow changed directions. With programmable disbursement like Rails, ZBCN quietly sinking into the newly compliant real time infrastructure, the groundwork is being laid for something far more consequential than speculation or token trading. This isn't a pivot, it's the transfer of control. Institutions that move money slowly to systems that move it instantly and intelligently. Stay tuned for part two, going even deeper. Yeah, I'm definitely going to stick around for part two. That was a mouthful, and that was a lot. So, Mr. 5-6, we didn't break the 006. I think we will very soon, my friends. Very soon. Um, what is this? This just goes to 005. So let's look at some pricing analysis. ZBIC, ZBCN 0.86 24-hour price rise aligns with bullish technicals, strategic partnerships, and positive market sentiment towards the expanding payment ecosystem. Technical breakout prices reclaim key resistant levels with bullish momentum. Partnership momentum, Algorand integration, Octospace collaboration boosts utility. Market dynamics, altcoin sentiment improves as Bitcoin dominant dips slightly. I just thought about that. It is because Bitcoin did go down a couple bucks today. So that might be what is fueling the market. Just trying to see why this thing tells me at the 006. We ain't hit the 006 yet. Just checking something on Uphold because I got the message from Uphold. You know, one thing, you guys are pretty glad you didn't listen to the FUDs and sell off. I know that's for a fact. We should have a freaking FUDers party. Invite the FUDers and see how they react. ZBCN price at the 0054 trades above critical moving average. 7-day SMA the 004, 30-day SMA the 003, signaling bullish momentum. RSI 14 at 69.63 avoids overbought territory, leaving room for upside. A bullish MACD crossover histogram at the 0.0017 and a breakout above the fib Fibonacci 23.6. Retracement at the 0047 suggests traders are targeting the next resistance at the 0055, which we've already crossed. July 30th swing high. Trading volume remains elevated at 41.68 mil won, 24-hour trading volume. Drew down 46% from prior sessions, indicating consolidation after a 43% weekly rally. Primary catalyst ecosystem growth. Recent partnerships drove adoption. Algorand integration July 27th enables spending algo tokens via Zebec card, expanding real world utility. Octospace collaboration July 24th added Octospace token port to Zebec payment ecosystem, making it 15th blockchain integration. These moves align with Zebec's 52-month monthly card transaction volume, 7 MOM, and 11,900 plus cards issued across 96 countries per July updates. Altcoin sentiment. The coin market cap altcoin season index rose 61.9 in 30 days, although still 34 over 100, signaling a cautious rotation from Bitcoin. Regulatory tailwind, ZBIC UK House of Engagement, July 10th, and upholds Treasury Manager Partnership, bolstering institutional credibility. Conclusion, ZBIC's uptick reflects technical strength, ecosystem growth, and improved altcoin sentiment, a sustained move above the 0055 could validate bullish targets, but watch for profit taking near the 0055 and the 0064 resistance zone. Will ZBIC expand card partnerships to offset broader market volatility in August? Interesting. Time for the five, guys. I'm bullish on ZBIC. Highlander. A lot of people waiting altcoin season and same profits. Looks ready to retest. Zebec looks ready to retest all-time highs soon. Momentum is building and the chart's tightening up for a potential breakout. Keep it on your radar. All-time high retest could be around the corner. Could be this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. I want to thank all the fudders and all the haters who brought the price down so I could buy it up and ride it back up. So I really appreciate you guys. Big shout out to all the haters and all the fudders and the futsters and the scammers. We really appreciate you guys. Let me see here. Plural. Zebec was a ghost chain until it wasn't. Zebec spent months drifting low volume, no hype, the forgotten ticker at the bottom of the wish list, then became the breakout. Now the price is holding at the 0051. GBIC stands at a decision point. Break the 0052 and open the door to the 0072. Lose the 0050 and we might revisit the trenches at the 004. But this time feels different. You are right, my friend. This time feels different, and it is different. ZBIC is on the run, on the go, my friends, on the go. Let's see here. ZBIC para approach. What approach has worked? Maybe that's supposed to be approach. Has worked effortlessly to expose us. I am now into deep. It's time I confess. I'm a Chinese dictator from the year 3000. I've come back to invest my money into ZBEC because in the future, this coin will be worth a lot. And I can use this money to go back my timeline and further enslave my people. I must now leave because I have done too much research and have saved everyone from a massive rug pull. I will pull when it hits 10 cents. Bro, you're hilarious. That's actually extremely funny. But even if it ain't, it's still smart, right? If you did the research to tell us that you came from the future, from the past to the future to invest in ZBEC, it's kind of weird, actually. Most bullish chart, Bitcoin crush nearly moved that. We're going to all-time highs in the next 48 hours. Today is Wednesday. I think so. I think by Friday, something big's happening. From stablecoin payroll, tokenized real world asset, ZBEC brings the next wave of employees to Web3, unlocking access to digital assets and new investments. Surged by 23.5% over 24 hours, climbing around the 0044. It peaked to the near 005. The 5, baby, doing it for the 5. It's the 28th. I don't know, but I'm actually pretty talked out today. It's just like the third freaking video. So I don't know. But let me know in the comments. Let me see what you guys got to say. Um, Still at the 00556. Before I had a question for chat, actually. I thought I had a question for chat, but I don't remember. But I do want to keep that part one up because I'm can't wait for part two. I don't know what you think, but we'll put this on here. As Biggest Zebec Secret, you don't know. You never heard. So, guys, I think we got in extremely early. I think things are going to change for everyone involved in the ZBEC network and uh, Zebecians. I think this ship is about to take off. Might change the video to that, actually. As always, it's okay to be weird, guys, and stay dangerous, right? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. As always, it's been a blast. And I would love to stay, but I have to go. But I'll be back on hopefully tonight, more Casper. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I'll see you when I see you. Same bat channel, same bat time. And as always, don't fade 5. But it's your main man, BTM, signing out. And thanks for joining. And what is this? Let's go. What is this? 556. 5566. Ship definitely sail, pun intended. Thanks, David. Peace out, Yazim. Let's go. Let's go, Tony. But thanks for joining. And I'm signing out. I'll be back on later. But peace and hair grease. And just took out my initial investment going to ride 1,000,000 coins. I'm actually grabbing some more. But as always, let's get back to the money. Miner out.